When we left the safety of New Zealand for Fiji, we knew we were taking a gamble. 2 months of the cruising season had already passed, and a lot of boats opted to stay the winter in New Zealand. But we took a risk, a big risk, and left when Fiji opened. And we've loved it here. We think our decision was the right one for us. But as cyclone season approaches, we start working on our escape plans.
So this morning we filled out a form to try to get into Australia and New Zealand. They have a compassionate exemption, which you apply for, and you need to list kind of what your reasons are. And we actually have some pretty good reasons. I mean, we've obviously got children aboard. We don't want them to be in a dangerous place. They ask you what your other options are too, where else you could go. You could go at the moment to Indonesia. That's a 30-day sail. That's a lot of sailing, a lot of unknown weather. So that's actually not super safe. We could go to Guam, but there's no real place to stay in Guam. Guam's not a great place to be stuck, and it's also kind of a COVID center at the moment. So we prefer not to go to Guam. But those two places are out of the cyclone belt. Otherwise, it's really just New Zealand and Australia that are our only options. So we're planning to get into both of those, and we'll see what happens. Or we stay here. So we don't want to do that. But if that's our only option, we can do that. So our plan would be to put the boat in a mangrove, tie it up really well, and leave the boat. So we wouldn't be here on the boat during the cyclones that would come through. The boat is insured for named storms. So yeah, it'd be a bummer if we had damage or another claim, but at least the boat is insured. The main thing is about our safety and our kids' safety. So there's really just no good options at the moment, other than being here in Fiji. So see what happens over time. How's the water? We should, right?
Yeah, me first.
Me
first, ladies first.
It is a wakeboarding type of day. Another beautiful flat day here in Fiji. Flat in the anchorage, but a little swell out there on the reef. So we're doing our daily ritual. We're heading over here to that island right there, that guy. That's Namotu. We have our favorite family break, swimming pools. And over there is Tavarua, which has got restaurants and tabby rights and some other good surf. So we're heading to our surf haven. Look how beautiful. It's just a ridiculous day. Heading out the pass. When you can see your anchor chain go all the way to the anchor, that's a pretty good clear water day. Look at this water. Just incredible. All right, boys, what are we gonna do?
Surf? We don't have a lot of energy.
We're going surfing. You guys have any energy today? It's pretty nice out. That's lefts breaking right over there. Nice little left on Namotu Island. And then that over there is our favorite wave, swimming pools.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Looks really good.
All right, let's go.
This is awesome. Dream come true, a whole family surfing. Here we go. Believe it or not, this wave was completely empty before we all arrived. But on these good small days, all the kid boats hit the falling tide at swimming pools. This is a reef break, but it's actually an incredibly friendly wave in that it breaks slowly and it doesn't have a lot of underwater features to get tangled up with. So while it's not as soft as a sand break, it makes up for it with the consistency of a point break. It's also a right, a really, really, really long right, which is easier for my boys who are regular footed. The joke is that when our dinghies arrive, it's the school bus, with Terea's 4 kids, Pooh's 3, Archer's 3, and Renegade's 2, plus all the parents. This wave becomes as crowded as it might be in a normal year, but a much friendlier vibe, with party waves and lots of high fives. me, nothing is better than surfing with my kids and hearing the stoke in their voices after they catch a good wave.
Go hard, heel. Woo, got in. Woo! That bears! Look at him. That is awesome. Yeah. Yeah, Pierce! Woo!
I got that one.
Nice wave. That was great. Tell me about your wave.
Well, it was fun.
Was it fun?
Yeah.
When the swells from New Zealand's Southern Ocean arrive, the gentle wave gets bigger and the dads get to play. Swimming pools can get downright scary and thick, producing heavy waves with insane currents. So we move over to restaurants or lefts to get our fix. But with bigger waves comes more risk. And it doesn't help that the water here is so clear you can see the sharp features of the reef below as you surf by. It's exhilarating and scary and so worth it. If we do get stuck in Fiji for cyclone season, the boys are going to become some incredible surfers.
All right, how was that surf, everybody? Can't see very well.
All right, so we've heard back from New Zealand and Australia. Both countries have denied us. Actually, technically, that's not true. New Zealand said, yes, you can come. You can bring your boat. If you're going to do $50,000 worth of repairs to your boat, you can bring your boat. And the essential crew, as they call it, are allowed to come into the country. So it would be Elizabeth and myself. But the boys are deemed passengers and are not approved to come into New Zealand. So does not look like we can get into New Zealand. Plus, we don't have $50,000 worth of work to do. We could probably get estimates saying that we do, but the reality is we don't. And I don't blame New Zealand. You know, we left the safety of New Zealand knowingly that, you know, we're going to be put ourselves into a cyclone risk. And, you know, if we can't get back into New Zealand, fair enough. And to be honest, it's not our first choice anyway. It was so cold to be there for a winter. To be stuck there for summer would be great. See the America's Cup would be awesome. But to be there for another winter, I mean, who knows if this virus is going away. So for that reason, really, we want to get into Australia. Australia would be our ideal scenario. One, we haven't cruised there yet with the kids. We'd love to show them Sydney and the fireworks for New Year's, and Sydney to Hobart. And Australia itself is massive. So you can sail up and down the coasts of Australia, get in and out of cyclone zone, get in and out of winter, go north for the winters and south for the summers. It'd be perfect. If we can get into Australia, it'd be amazing. But that doesn't look very good. They've accepted our visa money. They've given us visas to come into the country. But they have denied us for immigration to come in. So, I mean, I guess we'll apply again. It'll cost us nothing to apply again. So I'll apply again, maybe with a little bit stronger language, but it's not looking very good. So, you know, we can't go to Guam. There's nowhere to leave the boat in Guam. It's kind of our only American option. And that would be north of the equator. But still, they're in cyclone season once season comes again. Indonesia's, you know, a 30-day sail. So it looks like we're going to be staying in Fiji. We'll keep applying, and we'll kind of see how things go, but we're going to enjoy kind of staying around the west side of Fiji. We can't really venture out further than that at the moment because we got to stay nearby. If we're getting into cyclone season now, if cyclones or a tropical storm were to develop, we need to be nearby. So we're going to stay along on the western side and just keep playing in the waves and enjoying Namotu and pools and kiting and surfing and just keep applying and see what happens. So Wish us luck. 4 days before cyclone season was to begin, we all gathered at our favorite spot in Musket Cove, the sandbank, for Pip and Christina's birthdays.
Everybody for putting in the effort. I know it's a big nudge to come out to the sandbank on a beautiful day. So let's do it, Pip. Or do you have anything to say? Birthday, dear Pip, happy birthday to you.
And Reese had a really good go at kitesurfing by himself. Afterward, we all met on Christina's boat for Sundowners. What a treat to see inside their former Whitbread round-the-world racer turned cruiser. Love the line of dinghies.
Actually, it does like this. Great film, isn't it? I see. Take us out of here, Elizabeth.
Yeah, right.
80-foot Whitbread. Take us around the world.
Is the guys in there?
Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice.
This is the master cabin.
I know. So it's hard.
You jealous of the refrigerator?
I mean, it's like a proper.
Look at that thing. Proper refrigerator in a boat. That's kind of not allowed. This room's ridiculous. This room, look at all those boards. Kite boards, kites, scuba gear, fishing gear. Oh my lord. There's not many boats I would trade Archer for, but this one maybe. Look at this huge 80-foot Whitbread. Whose birthday is it today?
Oh my gosh.
Go.
Happy birthday, dear
Yeah, what'd you see?
The Manta Ray.
A Manta Ray. Hey, look, get over here. What do you see, boys?
The Manta Ray. It like right there and then it went down. You see that one?
No, what?
There was a thing. It's right underneath us. Right underneath. I saw it.
Here it is.
See? See?
Huge. Look, right there. Look at that.
See it right there? See it? See it? See it?
Oh, I see it.
I told you there's one.
Oh, whoa, look at the bright. Look at the lights. That is seriously cool. Whoa. He's doing his lips. Yeah, you can see him there.
Holy cow, look how big
He is huge. He's the size of the dinghy.
He'll go in there, see if he eats you.
Look at. Wow.
Oh my god.
That was
You
cool.
can really see his size there.
Yeah. Where is he? He's over here. He's right there. He's right there. Wow, his mouth is wide open. Wow, look at him. Whoa.
There, it's starting! Oh, wait, let me. Okay. Whoa!
Heidi.
I don't. Yeah,
What is going on here? All right, let's do this. A box troll! I love it! Love the box trolls, guys. And Elvis, you're looking good.
Yeah, we saw the movie.
We did see that movie.
That was a good movie.
Well, I can see pretty well.
You don't have peripheral vision, huh?
Mr. T.
I pity the fool who don't like Halloween. Guessing that Halloween. It's a race so we can do another loop.
Let's go.
The night before the official start of Cyclone season was Halloween, a Hynes family favorite. This year was a little different because we had to make all of our own costumes from things we could find on board or in the small town of Nandi. Considering we didn't have Amazon, I'd say we did pretty good. In fact, our little Mr. T won the best costume contest, probably because they thought we gave him that mohawk just for Halloween. We want to thank the Musket Cove Resort for trying so hard to bring this American tradition to the cruising kids in Fiji, because after all, Halloween is the best holiday of the year.
There's like dead gingerbread men.
Dead gingerbread men. Let me see it.
They're like dead.
Whoa. You guys putting out your spoils?
We got 100% lost. We had
Lost?
no idea where we were.
Whoa. Pierce, what'd you get? Oh, crunch. Really different candies. I've never seen one of these. Poplarindo. Ooh. Hill, how'd you do? Pulling them out?
Max just gave me a ton.
Wow. That's nice of you, Max. Okay, this is it. It is officially cyclone season in Fiji, and Australia has denied our second application. So frustrating. So we're going to try applying again. Why not? Although it's not looking good. So New Zealand and Australia kind of look out. So now we're looking at options here in Fiji. What are we going to do if a cyclone comes? So the nice thing about a boat is it's different than a house. You can move it around if a storm's coming at you, but that's only if you kind of know the trajectory, which you don't always get to know. So we're looking at the mangroves and Denarau as an option to tie up to, although we have learned that all those mangroves all the water can get sucked out by the cyclone, and so the boat can get grounded, which this is not very good for this boat. We don't really have skegs to sit on, so what looks like a better option for us actually is Vunda Marina, which is a marina that has kind of a cyclone berth. I don't think any marina is actually cyclone proof, but theirs is a pretty good system. So it's expensive though, unfortunately, so we might reserve a berth. We really are kind of out of options at this point. So if a cyclone were to come, we'd tie up, leave the boat, so maybe a berth is the right idea, and just try to be safe. Thankfully we have insurance, so our insurance company is awesome. We didn't even ask for it, but they gave us named storm coverage, so that's great news. Our deductible doubles, but at least our boat is insured, and I think we're one of the few, if only, boats that has that, so we're very lucky. Crazy year. Hope it doesn't get any crazier.
Thanks for watching, y'all. Please join us next week as our world gets turned upside down.